Hello, my Starseeds. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. And I also appreciate the fact that you let me entertain you for a short period of time. so, so here we go. Now, this is for Virgo. And Virgo, I need to remind you, sort of. Um, First of all, welcome to the Past Life series. Okay? Sorry about the shadowing here. The lights are horrendous. The lighting is terrible here. But anyway, I hope that you're here because you have already viewed the past life intro video regarding this reading. Okay, because I don't want anyone um, having the wrong perception about the readings. Okay, so if you haven't viewed or watched the video on the intro, please do so before watching this one. It's kind of important. It does have some important notes on there and updates. Okay, so I hope you do realize that before I could even turn your oracles over, that you must ask a question regarding the current life, the now, the current life. You need to say it out loud because of the vibrations. I'm not talking about screaming or loud to top of your lungs. No, just loud, so that you can hear it yourself in the tone of your voice with the vibration. Okay? If you can't, it's not possible. And you can do it silently, but just focus on the question and repeat it 3 times. Okay? Before I turn the oracle cards over. Of course, this again is regarding past lifetimes. All right? And they do not go in any order at all whatsoever. There's no order in them because of the time period and the lifetime. The time period for that lifetime. So they do not go in any kind of order. So with that said, we could just start your reading here. First of all, let me just show you your card. This is Virgo. I think it's a beautiful card. I mean, I love it. I think it's beautiful. Check out that long hair. Oh, Lord. Oh, maybe this way you can see it better. Okay. So now I will be turning over your oracles. Oh. Virgo, I'm looking at this and you have to excuse me, it's early in the morning, and usually in the morning I'm coughing and sneezing. Allergies. But anyway, this is reminding me here, as I'm looking at it, about the Hierophant in the tarot card, in the tarot deck. That's what it's reminding me right here. Wow. And we all know about the Hierophant, okay? Because the Hierophant does deal with some type of spirituality and religion, as well as rules. Okay, and it depends on the culture. So, yeah, it's just reminding me of the Hierophant. So you got spirituality and religion. You have trust and faith, and then you have love, life. Now, the oracles tell you straight off what that theme is all about, or what it pertains to, okay? So let's go a little deeper into each one for you. On spirituality and religion. Now, Virgo, everyone's soul enjoys like varied experiences and opportunities. So it's very common for us to explore a number of different religions or religious and spiritual paths as we travel like through lifetimes. Okay? Because different religions and cultures are involved. So and throughout the lifetimes in our travels, we get kind of wanting to explore more and get more detail. While spiritual growth and knowledge accumulate during all lifetimes, the specific spiritual religious path, it does differ in each one. Okay, so maybe the religion you were raised with doesn't coincide with your true beliefs. So this knowing might trigger guilt. It might trigger fear or shame even, unless you're aware of the bigger picture. Okay, your spiritual knowledge is housed within your soul. Remember that self. Okay, and you're an eternal being who is forever connected to divine infinite wisdom, always. So Virgo, this oracle card asks you to explore alternative spiritual and religious paths, because perhaps there you will find the inner peace and answers that you've been looking for. So they're asking you that in this life to explore alternatives. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel guilty, okay? Don't feel like you're carrying a burden over it. Just explore it, because many of you in this lifetime, in this current lifetime, are not certain. You've questioned it many times. Perhaps because of the religion or faith that you were raised with, and it's very difficult for you to change, or perhaps find it challenging. So just explore alternatives in this lifetime if this is affecting your current life. Remember that after these lifetimes are read to you, they're only here for you to, number one, capture a key memory from that lifetime, and two, connect the dots. Connect the dots with your current life. Okay? That's beautiful. I think that's beautiful. The Hierophant all the way. Hierophant all the way. I'm telling you. The next one is trust and faith, which is blending right in with spirituality and religion, but it could be because there's darkness. It could be the opposite. See, there's light here. There's enlightenment. And you need to find that enlightenment in case you do not have it in this lifetime. But here, there is something going on with this faith and, let's say, the original planted spirituality and religion. Because remember, it can go one way or the other. It's always up to you. Okay? You have the will. So it's up to you. Now, Virgo, if you had a question, the question that you're asking today is connected to the levels of trust and faith that you have. Okay? Now, these two qualities affect the amount of fulfillment as well as peace and joy that you may be experiencing. Now, if you find that you don't trust yourself or others or even life itself, the reason may be rooted in prior lifetimes. Okay? So this oracle may also indicate a past lifetime where you were betrayed by a specific person who's in your current life right now. Okay? This is also true with respect to the amount of faith that you have in the universe or God. Okay? And again, looking at the oracle next to yours, this is like an urgency for you to get to this point, for the enlightenment. It's urging you to do that. Wow. Because soon, believe it or not, Virgo, there's going to be a huge awakening within many people. If you're not ready, you won't be able to handle it. You need to be able to handle it. So this is an awakening that you need to spark now in this lifetime. Now, this is also an indication that or a sign that you have a faith and trust that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. You do have that. It's sort of like a sign saying, indicating that your prayers, you believe, are being answered, and faith and trust. Okay. Well, it's true that you learn from your past. It's also important to live in this moment without clouding it with past pains, because this is an indication that there have been lots of pain in the past, in this lifetime here, or in past lifetimes. And if your faith and trust issues are directed at certain individuals, you need to really listen to these feelings, because, to be honest, they may be red flag warnings, okay? Seriously. You need to feel comfortable with the people around you. All right? You can forgive someone for past lifetimes. And also follow your inner guidance to avoid him or her. If it is a warning that you distrust this person. So if that's the feeling, pay attention to your feelings at that moment. Because sometimes they come very quickly and they leave just as quick, okay? But pay attention. Pay attention, because it's a quick indication, believe me, that is an individual you need to keep away from. All right? So these are very, very, I'm talking about away from in this lifetime, in this life, current life, okay? Now, this one is so lovely. It's so lovely. Look at that rose. Some of you know a woman by the name of Rose, or a man with the last name of Rose, or that starts with Rose. Isn't that beautiful? And some of you, just your name is Rose. Yeah, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I love it. Now, this oracle indicates that your love life is affected by one or more of the previous lifetimes. So, most likely, if you had a painful experience back then that has caused you to be overly cautious, well, in that case, working on yourself can help you reopen your beautiful, loving heart, okay? Because you do have a loving heart, Virgo, and it gets wounded easily, all right? And we don't want that. And so in that way, you can love and be loved again when you open your heart, okay? Also, this oracle actually comes to you as validation that the man or woman you're romantically interested in was also a prominent person in your past life, or in one of your past lives, okay? This individual might not necessarily have been a romantic partner at that time, but your inclination to connect romantically in this life is definitely part of a greater plan. You hear that, Virgo? If you haven't met someone, you will meet someone. It's going to take a little while, because you need to heal yourself. If you don't heal yourself, you can't open up in order to let another beautiful soul enter your life. But you need to open that up. For those of you that are with no partner at this time, whether they're away or not, at a distance or not, okay? In partnership, I always recommend in partnership, if you are a couple, that if you feel that you connected the dots and that many of these situations or keywords are actually affecting your current life, I would recommend highly past aggression counseling. Seriously, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but past aggression counselors are not available in every corner, but they are available. And they can help you remove some of these energies, dark energies, in order for you guys to go forward. But if you're single, you might have someone with you, but there are certain things with that partner that you may love and be attracted to, but I hear also there's bits and pieces of jealousy. Maybe sometimes there's a serious conflict between the partner, okay, or between the loved one that you care for. But for those of you that are single and have no one at this time, or you're not contemplating, some of you are not wanting to have a relationship right now. But for those of you that would like to have one, but are really not looking, you will find someone. But you have to make sure that you're healed first before you can open up to someone else. You don't need wounds from the past, okay? You don't need to carry them into your next relationship. Okay, Virgo? This is a beautiful, beautiful message from your oracles, from your past life or past lifetimes. Now, this has a little twist. I went ahead and I gathered my favorite deck, which is, I use it only for relationships. It's Under the Roses, only for relationships. And I went ahead and I shuffled, and I always do it with my gloves so I won't transfer energies, my energies. But anyway, I went ahead and then 3 of them popped out. I mean, I was amazed that these 3 popped out, but they did. Here's a 1, 2, and your 3. And I'm going to tell you right now, whoa. I'll tell you right now, whoa. I see that this flower, the flowers, the roses, bouquets, mind you, the past lifetime is totally different, and the system is totally different than Lenormand. And this, the 3 that I set here is for the now, for this lifetime, the now, okay? So just be aware of that. The roses, the bouquet rather, that's facing the other way in the opposite direction. In other words, it's not in front of you yourself or anything, or any object or any other message, but it's away, as if facing a void. So I may say to you the opposite of what the actual card means, okay? Because it's facing an empty space. It's facing an empty space. So normally I like it to face something so that we can talk further or more about what it indicates. But if you were asking yourself right now a question, or have a question that you had in mind for quite a while, so this represents, this is your bouquet. The bouquet represents yes. The answer to that question is yes. Some of you are going to be receiving a gift, and you might want to return the gift, or I don't want to say refuse, but just feel that you don't, need that gift, and or you feel bad for the other person, and you want to give the gift back to the person, or tell them no, that's okay. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this. Here's this. I give it back to you as a gift. Okay, but The bouquets is an indication that there's some sort of invitation that you are going to go to. It represents beauty and a surprise. But again, it's facing in the opposite direction. Some of you might have allergies, and others of you are emotionally available. But because, I'm going to say the opposite, because it's facing in the opposite direction, some of you are not emotionally available. Okay? Some of you, this is supposed to represent someone that's newly single, that just became single. Some of you don't want to have a relationship with anybody because it seems like you had an experience that you just didn't care for. And it's lingering, on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is what I'm going to say about the bouquet, because the bouquet normally it is a positive card. It is a positive card, and it's ruled by Venus, and this is your card, Virgo. This is your Virgo card. Okay. And it's like a wish card. But like I said, it's turning away from everything else. Okay? So you might be refusing offers that are given to you because maybe you thought about it. But I think that the offers or anything that you're going to be offered, any offering, I'm telling you that it looks like it's coming from a relationship because of the flowers, the bouquet. There's compassion here. Passion and compassion. Actually, passion. A lot of passion. There was a lot of passion in that relationship. Okay? So, because it's looking away, it's something that it's the opposite, a little bit of the opposite of what it should be. But your question is answered. The answer is yes. Okay? Now, this is one of the, I'm telling you, one of the best ass cards that you can get in Lenormand, right there. And I always consider in the Lenormand, when I have the 3 cards, that the center is you. So this is you, Virgo, even though this is you. But this one here in the center, I'm going ahead and making it you, Virgo. Okay? I'm not going into the past, present, and future. That's not what this is. So anyway, this to me represents you. And my goodness, this is another beautiful, and I mean beautiful, positive card. Because it's the card of letting you know that you can beat any obstacle. You can beat any fucking obstacle. Many of you work during the day, like in the mornings. The symbolism of the sun, which is radiating all over, and look where it's radiating, like an 8 over here. Okay. Now, it's radiating all over, which means that many of you are going to find out some truths about perhaps things that were not mentioned to you before. You know how we all sometimes give each other half truth and not the whole truth? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be finding out things that maybe perhaps, because there's a light, the light goes all the way, you were thinking or you had suspicions about. But you're going to find out the truth. Because this is an illuminating time for you. This brings a lot of luck and warmth and success, as well as victory. So if you were having some kind of a challenge here, you will be the victor. Okay? Just realize that. This is all enlightenment. It's like an illumination, a reveal. There's going to be a reveal. And you're going to find that out very, very soon. Okay? You're also going to be finding other sources, other sources of income. Okay, and many of you are on the male energy side. I want to say, because I always say it the wrong way. I pronounce it the wrong way. I think it's viral or virile, something like that. So you guys know what I'm talking about. The male energies know what I'm talking about. But this is an indication for you to let your light shine, and that you do have seductive attributes. So, use them, but use them wisely. Okay? I do want to remind you that to watch your ego. You need to really watch your ego, okay? Because um, I mean, it's nice to have an ego, but remember you have two kinds of egos, okay? So use the right one. It's not to boast and let other people uh, feel terrible about what the things that you gained, what you have achieved, or what you were successful on, while others have not been able to reach that level, you know. So, use your ego in the right way. Now, this beautiful light connects your body energy and solar plex. Pay attention to your solar plex, okay? And many of you are in the attractive scene because you're very attractive scene. This card is for all fire signs. So some of you are dealing with an Aries. You're also dealing with another Virgo. You're dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius that might be in your circle. Okay? And this is a very, very positive card, but this is a positive card too. I mean, you've got two overpowering, and then again, I'm going to tell you that you could beat any obstacle, okay? Any obstacle. Now, here we go over here. You're going to be getting an enlightenment about this here. Now, it's very interesting that you did get this particular, these popped out, by the way. They flew out. So I have to take it when they fly out on the table. If they fly on the floor, I don't take them. I don't accept them. But if they fly on the table, I take them. So this in particular, some of you are being stalked. Somebody's like checking your personal data. It's another individual. They're checking your personal data. They watch you when you're not aware of it. They follow you when you're not aware of it. Just letting you know, because that's what this represents here. This individual can be quite abusive and repeats themselves over and over and over again. I hope it's not you, Virgo, but they repeat the same situation over and over again. This is what I call, and I'm not going to beat around the bush on this shit, but this is like a rough sex addiction, the type of discipline and bondage. That's what this is all about here. But this is in repetition. In other words, the person, no matter how many times you tell them, please stop, let's say, for example, please stop smoking cigarettes, it's not good for you. And they'll say, yeah, definitely, tomorrow I stop, or next week I stop, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're going to go right back to it. It doesn't matter what kind of drugs or what they're doing. They'll say that they're not doing it, but they go right back to doing it. They like heated words. Okay, they do like arguments. Because for some reason that's the way they've lived most of their lives. Okay, and this individual likes to exercise, or they are actually personal trainers in some way or manner. There's just a lot of sexual chemistry there, and they can be very dangerous to others. Okay, they do go after the vengeance, and they're fast acting, by the way. They repeat the same decision over and over and over again. I mean, it's like repetitive. You know, the problem is over. And it could be financial, but they repeat the problem over and over and over again. So again, I'm going to tell you about the enlightening here. You were told with one of your past lifetimes, if you do not feel comfortable with that individual, get the fuck out. Get rid of them. Okay? You don't need that. You don't need that shit. All right? You really don't. You may have had a past with a passionate past. And, but the light is in the middle. Much will be revealed. Okay? It's almost like a revelation. But much will be revealed. So you need to pay attention. Okay? Because this here indicates a lot of situations that are affecting the mind and the heart in making decisions. It's just not good, okay? This is the one of the few cards that are just telling you straight ass what it is and what you need to avoid, you know. But like I said, good thing you got the sun in the middle. This is going to help you listen to your solar plexus, okay? And funny that the middle card is right by the one that's telling you that if you feel uncomfortable, okay, with the person, immediately pay attention, get out. Don't even pursue anything. Okay? Okay, Virgo, because there are people that act as if they love you and want you around and want the best for you, and all they want to do is fuck your life up. So pay attention, okay, Virgo? Love you guys. Thank you for letting me entertain you for a short period of time. Well, let me take my gloves off because I won't be dealing with the cards for a little while. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Love you guys. Please take care of yourself and love yourself, okay? Love you much. Ooh, namaste.